Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So in this video today, we will be discussing how you can use your project management work experience to get 8 PDUs all for free for your PMP certification renewal. I am Ray and I'm a PMP and a Prince 2 certified project manager, and I use this exact method that I'm going to demonstrate to you today in this video to get the 8 PDUs for my PMP certification renewal cycle every 3 years, okay? And as I mentioned already guys, this is all for free since I am using my day-to-day work experience as a project manager to claim these 8 PDUs or professional development units. Now, if you have just completed your PMP certification and you don't sort of know what actually PDUs are, here is a brief explanation to help you get started. PDUs or professional development units are used to assess your suitability to maintain your PMP certification credential over a span of 3 years. Now this entire renewal cycle, which starts after your PMP certification, is PMI's way to make sure that you stay relevant to the industry and you are still practicing project management even after you have become a PMP certified project manager, which is but obvious, right? So one PDU or professional development unit is equal to 1 hour of learning or professional activity. And if you check PMI's continuing certification requirements handbook, you will see a detailed explanation of how PMI expects you to accrue these hours over a 3-year renewal cycle. Now, for intermediate level certifications such as the PMI-ACP or PMI-SP, it's 30 PDUs. And for basic level certifications such as the CAPM, it's only 15 PDUs needed for the renewal cycle. And all these are to be accrued over a 3-year cycle after you have achieved the respective certifications. So as a part of this video, let's focus on how you can get 8 PDUs, which is equivalent to 8 hours of professional work for your PMP certification renewal process. And if you see this table guys, these PDUs will fall into the giving back category of the PDU renewal classification by PMI. Now, although I am showing this example today in this video for PMP, you can still apply this method to renew other certifications as well, such as PGMP, PMI-ACP, PMI-CP, etc., as you see on this table. Now, in case you are interested, you can check out my Udemy courses, because all of my Udemy courses comes with an opportunity to earn additional PDUs for your PMP certification renewal in the training or digital media domains, okay? So please subscribe to this channel, press that like button, and let me show you the way you can claim 8 PDUs for your PMP certification renewal cycle using your project management work experience.
Right, so let me show you how you can do that via the PMI dashboard, right? So now to do that, what you need to do is you first need to go to pmi.org and you need to be logged into your PMI dashboard account. Now this is the same account, please keep in mind, which you have used whilst you registered for the PMP exam. So it needs to be with the same email ID. So you can't use a different email ID. So please go back and check the email ID with which you registered for the PMP exam, and it's the same email ID where you got your PMP exam results as well. Okay, so that's the same email ID. Now, once you are in your dashboard, you will see the details of your PMP certification somewhere here, right? So if you scroll down, you will see that my PMP certification is in good standing at the moment. Okay, and I have accrued about 19.5 PDUs out of the 60 PDUs for my PDU cycle, and my PDU cycle was from I believe January 2022 to January 2025, right? So it's a 3-year PDU cycle and it's up for renewal in next January. right? So you will see all those details here, and you will see that I have accrued about 18.5 education PDUs and 1 PDU in the giving back category, right? Now, before we go ahead and log the PDUs for your work experience, I would like you to show one thing. Okay, so if you go to this website, which is ccrs.pmi.org, okay, so this is your continuing certification requirement system. Okay, so here is some important bits in addition to your PMI dashboard. Okay, now if you see here, you have giving back PDUs here, and you need to keep in mind that you can accrue a maximum of 8 PDUs, which is approximately equal to 8 hours for working as a practitioner, for example, as a project manager or a senior project manager or as a project support officer, associate project manager, as long as you are working in the project management domain. After you have achieved your PMP certification, you can definitely log in these 8 PDUs for free. Okay, so this is a lot of PDUs in your 60 PDU cycle in a span of 3 years. And it's coming for free with respect to what you are doing already in your professional life, right? So why would you let this opportunity go? Okay. However, it's a shame that you can only log in 8 PDUs and you can't log the entire 60 PDUs on this category. Okay. So what we are now going to do is we'll go back to the PMI dashboard. Okay. And within the PMI dashboard, what we'll be doing is we'll be logging these 8 PDUs as for working as a practitioner in this field. Okay. So let me go back to the PMI dashboard. Okay. Now you scroll down here and you go to this section, right, which is report PDUs. Okay, so I click on here. Now here you see the different, let's say, categories within which you can log in your PDUs. Now we are going to log in PDUs in this category, which is giving back, and we'll be logging in PDUs here as working as a practitioner. So we click on that. Okay. Now here what you need to do is you need to fill up the details of your employer, details of your job title, details of the responsibilities you are doing as part of your employment. Okay, and the rest of the stuff which has been mentioned here. So I will fill that up. Okay, however, for security reasons I can't disclose the details here, so I'll be filling all these details up now, and I'll be showing you the screenshot of this page once these details have been filled up. And probably for obvious reasons I need to keep some kind of confidentiality before I share with you the screenshot. So let me fill it up and I'll be back with you again. Right, so I have filled up all those details, and I have filled up my employer here, my job title here, I have filled up my responsibilities that I have done as a senior project manager over the last 3 years. So all those details have been filled out here, and now of course I needed to blur this out due to confidentiality. I had the contact person, so here you provide the name of your line manager and you provide the email ID of your line manager as well, and of course you need to let your line manager know that you are applying for these PDUs as a part of your renewal cycle, and I'm sure that he or she will be okay as long as they are aware. Okay, now this is also for a very important reason, that if your certification is audited at any point, they will reach out to your line manager to cross-check or cross-verify whether you have really done what you have said you have done in this section of the description or the roles and responsibilities. Okay, now here it is important to put your start date and put your completion date as well. Now the start date will have to be some date after your PMP certification date. Very, very important, right? So you can't put a date which is before the date you have achieved your PMP certification, or let's say in other scenario before the date since you last renewed your PMP certifications. So if you go back in this video, my last renewal was done on the 9th of January 2022. So I have put the date of the 24th January of 2022, which is after the date of the last renewal. And of course with that, if you take into account the date of completion, which is today when I'm filling the form, it is within the 3-year cycle. Okay, so it is very black and white, and you need to be very black and white here, because otherwise you can land yourself in trouble and probably your PDU requirement will be cancelled. Okay, now of course how many PDUs you are claiming here? You are claiming 8 PDUs. So even if I have worked for 3 years as a senior project manager, I can only claim 8 PDUs in this category of giving back as a practitioner, because that is the maximum I can claim. Okay, and 8 PDUs is equal to 8 hours of work. So you tick this box here, which is mentioning that yes, you agree that the claim is accurate, and that is a sort of a declaration, because if you read the details here, it is mentioned very categorically that if you give like sort of incorrect information, you have the risk of getting your PMP certification revoked or cancelled in worst case scenario. Okay, and then you click on the submit button here. Right, so I am I'm on the submission page now, so it has shown to me. So it is providing me the details which I have entered here. So I have entered all those details here. So I have a claim ID here. I have claimed 8 PDUs here, and the status is showing as submitted. And generally it takes about like 5 business days to process the claim. Now, once you have done your submission, you will get an automatic email on your email ID mentioning that yes, you have submitted the claims of 8 PDUs and that is under review. And once it is about like 3-4 business days, generally it happens within 1 business day as well. Please give it some time, and if everything is fine, PMI will approve your 8 PDUs straight off the bat. Okay, now here I have taken the screenshot after maybe like 1.5 days, and if you see here, PMI has given me the approval that my PDU claim has been approved. These are the start dates and the end dates, and PMI was happy with respect to whatever information I submitted to them as part of this PDU claim. And if I cross check that on my dashboard at the certification renewal system website, you will be able to see that now it's showing that I have documented 8 PDUs as working as a practitioner, as a senior project manager with my company, and that is all documented and approved. So I still have 32 PDUs remaining to renew, and which I will do over the next few months or so before my certification is due for renewal on this date. Okay, so as you have seen, this is all quite simple, and it is very easy to get these 8 PDUs accrued within your certification cycle requirement within that window of 3 years, and you need not to pay anything to get these 8 PDUs, because this is something which you get anyways as part of your daily working as a project manager or within the project management domain after you have achieved your PMP certification. But please only keep this in mind that whatever you do, please keep your line manager aligned, and that is the right thing to do. So if at any point in the future your PMP certification or your renewal process of your PMP certification gets audited, you can furnish all the relevant documents as needed.
I hope you found the video helpful, guys. Please press the like button if you did. Please leave a comment below if you need any clarification regarding the process I just showed to you, and I will see you again soon in the next video.